Hey guys, and welcome back to our little English Flyff video series. And today we're going to wrap up the last 3 times XP and drop event from the last weekend, and also the 3 times XP and drop event from this weekend. But it actually was just Friday, it wasn't the whole weekend. At first I thought it was like double 3 time XP and drop rate event like 2 weekends in a row, but I actually misread it, and then in the stream when I was leveling, other people told me that it's just today, and then I looked at it again on Facebook, and because they post most of their site updates actually on Facebook, because Facebook is kind of huge in Asia still. Nobody really uses Facebook anymore in the West, but yeah, in Asia it's still pretty big. So they post many updates only on Facebook, and that was one of them with the XP event announcement for the national holiday, which has been in the Philippines on the 9th of April. And for that occasion they started another 3 times XP and drop rate event on top of that from last weekend, and I didn't make a wrap-up video, results, whatever, talking over what we achieved that weekend with that XP event and with the drops, because I wanted to. Oh no, he's typing to me right now. Oh no. Well, that's kind of fucked up, but I'm going to ignore him. I'm going to write him back later after this video, because it's pretty late right now. And yeah, now I really lost what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, exactly. I didn't make a wrap-up video because I was pretty busy the last few days, this week in particular, and then there was the new 3 times XP and drop rate event, which I was just talking about, announced, and I was like, what? I didn't even make a video about the last one, what's happening? But yeah, as I said, it was only one day, one evening rather for me, so not really that big, but I tried to grind it out a little bit, and I think it worked just fine. I cracked the 1 or the 10 parent. It's difficult for me to say because 1B for me is like 1 billion. Like in English, I know it's different, but for me it's like 1,000 times 10 parents, so 10,000 parents. So it's really hard for me to say that, so I'm just going to say 10 parents. And yeah, we cracked that, and Cloak of Courage right now starts around 1.6, so we just need 6 parent, and that's basically it. Then we have our Cloak of Courage, which is really important because it will, well, first it will give us a huge damage advantage above like none damage at all, and second, it will just be a good item to sit on because it's only available, or at least I hope it's only available at the Christmas event, and it's, compared to the Skeleton Devil's Cloak, it's non-bound, so you have that benefit, so you can always resell it again if you have a better cloak, like the Black Bolo Cloak for example, or just if you need more money to like buy something better, or if it just increases in price so much that you rather just buy a Skeleton Devil's Cloak and then sell the Courage Cloak and keep the money you made with that trade and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just a good item to sit on, in my opinion. And even if it doesn't increase in price that much, or none at all, it's still a good item to have. And yeah, I don't think it's a bad decision to get it, and right now it's very cheap. I think 1.6 is still very cheap. I mean, by the time I get to 1.6 it might be 1.8, but what is the phrase? Oh, I forgot. Never mind. But nevertheless, yeah, that's it. Not sure what I wanted to say at first, but yeah. Still, if I'm paying under 20 parent, I'm okay with that. But of course I want 1.6. Because I heard many people pay only 1.5 or 1.6. 1.5 was in February though, so it's not really realistic anymore. 1.5 is not realistic anymore, I think. It's probably 1.6 or maybe 1.7, 1.8, but yeah. And yeah, that's basically the update. So that's all the money I got from last weekend's 3x XP and drop rate event and this Friday. And yeah, the strategy to play, I mean not only play, but play on XP and drop rate events mostly, I think is still the best, because as I already mentioned, this is like this small side project which can't cost me too much time, so I can't really play every single day here, which would make sense to like have a lot more progress, but then again I just don't have the time for it. So we're still focusing on these XP and drop rate events. Then secondly, there was, on top of the XP and drop rate event on Friday, there was also a special holiday login event on top of the current running attendance event from April, which I actually missed, but I'm going to talk about it in a second. And the special holiday, where the hell is that monster? The special holiday login event was to just log in for 1 hour on Friday, and the reward is 2 Magician Box, 2 Mercenary Box, and 2 Amplification R 1-day scrolls. Soul linked, of course. And the Magician and Mercenary Box are basically just power-up boxes. I think both of them have Grid Eel inside, and the Magician's one has like Refresher Hole, the Mercenary like Upcut Stone, something like that, but just 3 power-ups, which is always good. And you get 2 of both, so very good actually. And 2 Amplification R 1-day scrolls are a little bit random, because it's 2. Like, who activates 2 Amplification scrolls for like 200%? But still, those are 1-day scrolls, so I take it, of course. It's free, free easy XP. So we are probably going to use them at the next 3x XP and drop rate event. If there's a 2x XP and drop rate event, I'm probably not going to use them, because then I'm pretty sure I would just reach like maybe 100-ish something, and that doesn't really change anything. So I'm just going to sit on them until the next 3x XP and drop rate event probably, and combine them with like XP scrolls from other attendance events, login events and stuff like that. And yeah, as I mentioned before, there's a new login event, attendance event, however you want to call it, going on in April, but they didn't post it onto the website, which really sucks, because at least for like the big events, they always post big events on the website, and always they always make a post about the attendance event, which is currently going on, because sometimes they change our rewards when there's an anniversary going on, or when there's a new volume of Playpark Flyff releasing, or when there's a speed server or something like that. They always make like posts about these big things, or like about these important things, important topics you don't want to miss out on. But for some reason they didn't for the attendance event in April. And I think they also didn't make a Facebook post about it. So I missed that. I checked the website every single day, because I wanted to know the day on which I have to log in on to like start the attendance event. But they never posted anything, so I didn't log in. And then on Friday, people told me that although they didn't post anything about it, there is a attendance event going on. And yeah, I missed it. I completely missed it. I'm on day 2 right now, but it's day... Oh wait, what is today? Oh yeah, it's still day 9, and I'm on day 2. So I completely messed up. I won't get anything from that attendance event. I probably get like 1 A product and 1 S product scroll. I don't think I get a G product. Soulbound, of course, everything. And I think I get like 7 attendance boxes and maybe 2 amplification scrolls, something like that. So those are the things I'm probably going to get. And what I'm missing out on are like 2 more experience scrolls and like 2 G products, and I think also 2 drop scrolls which means what is the name again? It's so different. Acquaintance scrolls, yeah. So I'm probably going to miss out on a lot from that, which really sucks, because when you're playing casually on this server, you really rely on those free power-ups, those free drops, acquaintance scrolls, those free amplification scrolls, those free protects, and like everything. You just rely on it a little bit, because it's not free money, because you can't sell it, because it's so linked, but still it's like this consistent income of items, in a sense, that you just don't want to miss out on, and I completely missed out on that one. So that's really unfortunate, and it sucks. But can't change it unfortunately. This time though, it's not my fault, I think, because I looked up every other day on the website for the event. I looked out, but nothing posted about it. So yeah. And I think that wraps up pretty much everything about the progress, about everything which is going on. So yeah, we're just going to grind for those missing 6 parents, or 570 million penya-ish, something around that. And yeah, I still have some things in the vendor to sell. I sold all my 3-leaf clovers though, because the event ended and the NPC is still there. But yeah, I sold them for like 2.7 million, which is pretty high actually, because they went down a lot. But after the event ended, they actually went up a little bit. So yeah, 2.7 is okay, I think. And yeah, now it's the Easter event and the White Day event, which is still running. White Day, I think, ends like next week or something like that. Not really sure the playpark server though. It's really hard to keep up with all the different time zones. With all the different events for the different servers and stuff like that, because they all have different starting and end dates. So it's really hard to like keep track of everything out of my head without looking it up, especially. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's not much we're missing, but of course without a drop event, without an XP event, it's going to be a tough ride to get those 600 million penyas in, because as I already mentioned in the beginning, if there's no XP event and no drop event going on, then I'm actually not playing that much. So yeah, gotta see. But I'm trying to look out for someone who's selling the Courage Cloak, and when I find someone, like the guy who just texted me, but I'm going to get back to him right now after this video. But yeah, I'm trying to find someone who's selling it, and then like ask them to maybe wait for me a few days, and when I have like a reserved Courage Cloak in a sense, then I'm going to grind it out for it. But I try to play like every day at least. I'm just going to sit in the desert for a week or something like that, and just try to get like 1 row of NPC items, just anything, so you just keep the, even though it's very small, progress going. And I mean, I have to log in every day for at least 1 hour, one hour anyway. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, I think that pretty much is now really everything. And as always, if you have any questions about, you can also ask me anything about Bar of Life, by the way. I always have the I'm always thinking like, because I'm playing on Rhisis right now on the playpark server and always talking about the playpark events and stuff like that, you can't, or you might feel like you can't ask anything about the other servers, but you can. You can ask pretty much everything about Flyff. Everything in general pretty much, but yeah, I don't think any people are really interested in me. More like the game and stuff happening about the game. Also Project M, by the way, if there's like anything unclear with that or something like that. But I don't know when Project M is coming out, so don't ask this question. Nobody knows, and they will tell us if they know. And if they don't tell us, then they probably don't even know, or they don't want to tell us. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys next week, or next time forever. Until then, peace out and bye bye.